Hi everyone, my name is Rylee, and welcome to the books I read this month. Let's crack a Diet Coke. Ooh, let's get started. So the first book that I read this month was Wuthering Heights in anticipation for the new movie. I gave this one a 2-star. For me, it was okay. I read a lot of it on audiobook because of the different accents that they have. It's based in England. You have this family who adopts a new son who is not from England, he's from somewhere else. And we end up seeing the dynamics of that family intertwine. If you haven't read it, definitely do read it. It's a classic book. However, I felt like the women were extremely whiny. Obviously, it's meant to be about yearning, but I feel like there's a balance between yearning and whining, especially when a lot of the whining didn't have to do with loving someone else. It was almost like just whining about yourself. So yeah, I gave it a 2-star, but I would recommend developing your own thoughts on it. Next up, I read Rebecca. I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 4-star. It's about our female main character, who is not named Rebecca. She's referred to as Mrs. De Winter after she gets married to the socialite Mr. De Winter. And basically, the entire time, she feels compared to the original Rebecca De Winter. And I originally thought this would be a greater spiral into madness. However, that's kind of what we get in the first half, but then the story kind of evens out in the second half. So again, I would definitely recommend this book. I also listened to a little bit of this on audiobook. 4 stars for sure. The last completed book this month, for everyone who reads books, I know. I know. We don't support Colleen Hoover. I did not buy this. I found this in I can't remember if I found it on a stoop or if I found it in a free library, but I felt like I needed to read one more Colleen Hoover before I completely but before I banned myself from reading any more of her books. Most authors you have to give 3 tries before you're done with it. That's based off of Destiny Sidwell's same idea. We have Ugly Love. I gave this 1 star. In my opinion, Colleen Hoover's writing style is extremely juvenile, which worked when I was in high school. However, I'm beyond that now, and it's just so interesting to me how forced this storyline felt. We had our main male character who made it very obvious that he was not open to a relationship, he was not open to loving anyone. And then we had our female main character who was absolutely obsessed with a man who very much did not want a relationship, and she kept putting him in these situations and convincing herself in her mind that he wanted her. And then there would be moments where he did reciprocate those feelings, or at least through his actions. And there's so much incest. No matter how many reviews you read that say this is incestual, the Sepp siblings they were in a relationship before they knew that their parents were in a relationship. And then it almost felt as though they were more interested in each other after they knew that their parents were getting together, which was very uncomfortable. The end is sad. Even though you don't want to root for these characters, what happens in the end is so sad. I only gave it 1 star instead of 0 because I felt like the story, pacing-wise, went along very well. What we received through the backstory chapters was just enough to keep us on our toes, but also inform us about the main male character's past. 1 star for Ugly Love. Will no longer be reading any more Colleen Hoover. And then I wanted to end this off with what I am reading right now and what I will be starting February with, which is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I haven't even finished the first chapter, but so far it seems like it's going to go good, but I will let you know how it ends next month. And that's all for now. Thank you so much.